Kel and I just drove across state lines from Michigan to Indiana to go to a restaurant where the thing I'm looking forward to the most is meatloaf. I never make meatloaf. My family won't eat meatloaf, and it's not available all the places. So that's what I'm looking forward to trying the most. I hope it was worth the effort. Okay, so before we get into the restaurant, I do want to share that obviously this is more than about meatloaf. My son and I drove all the way to Golden Corral because it was a subscriber suggested meal for my one meal a day, whatever day I hit 100,000 subscribers. So I put this challenge out there that people could pick or offer different ideas of things for me to make or to buy or restaurants to go to. And once I hit 100,000 subscribers, I was going to have one of those suggestions as my OMAD. And a few days ago, as it was getting really close, I did a random number generator, used that to generate the number of comment, and it was Golden Corral. Audrey suggested it, and I'm so thankful for all the input. It was a lot of fun. That's how I ended up here. I was looking at their menu, and meatloaf is something that I never make at home. My family wouldn't eat it, so it's super fun to get out because I do like meatloaf. It's just something I never have an opportunity to eat. So that is why I am looking forward to having it here. But more than that, this is a celebratory meal, and I'm excited for my son and I to sit down and have dinner together to celebrate hitting 100,000 subscribers. Now you might be wondering, why isn't anyone else with you, Jackie? It's the nature of the last minute of it. My girls are teenagers, they have plans, and it's a work night, so my husband has work tomorrow. We have to drive to a different state. It's an hour and a half to get there, and we have to turn around and do it again on the way back. So we left before my husband's workday even ended to make it work. So it was just something that worked out because of the last minute nature of it for me and Kel to do. But we're turning it into a lot of fun. So let's get in and get the meal. It looked like maybe a spinach. 21 hours, 40 minutes. First find of the day. As I mentioned, meatloaf is not something I make at home, but I do enjoy it. And the way that I realized I enjoyed it was my husband and I went on a work trip. I had no car, and I walked to this little cafe across the street from our hotel, and all that they had were these refrigerated meals. And the only one that sounded okay to me was meatloaf and mashed potatoes, and it was really because I wanted the mashed potatoes. But I went back to my hotel room, I heated it up, and I could not believe how much I loved meatloaf with mashed potatoes. So since then, it was something that I realized I really liked. I just never make it. Now, my husband in no way likes meatloaf. I have 2 kids that don't eat meat, so it's obviously something I don't make at home. And then fast forward to a few years later, I was on my own work trip out at a training with a bunch of coworkers. We went out to dinner, and I couldn't decide what to get at a restaurant, and I panic ordered meatloaf. And I remember everyone was making fun of me because we were kind of like in an upscale bar, and they're like, who orders meatloaf at a bar? Well, when the food came out, everyone was so jealous because my meal looked amazing. It was a big bed of mashed potatoes. There was a meatloaf flab on top and a couple different onion rings, and it was a fabulous meal. Everyone was jealous, and for a few weeks, a few of my coworkers were calling me Meatloaf because of my panic order. But again, it was super fun to get it. So that is why I'm still looking forward to getting meatloaf today. Chocolate marshmallows, all of these desserts, pies, cake. Caramel apple, Dad would love that. This is what I want. Carrot cake, red velvet cake. How's yours?
Good.
This is surprisingly something I really love. It's strawberry shortcake icy with vanilla ice cream, and they don't have the little shark gummies, but they have gummy bears, so I did that instead. Love it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Are we done after this?
Never.
We don't give up that easy, do we? I can't decide. Peanut butter cake, red velvet, or carrot cake. Or just another cup of this.
Carrot cake. You say you really want.
I'm going to take this little piece because I don't need that much, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be pretty to taste good. I am getting more of mine.
Why?
I am getting more of mine.
Why?
Because I really like that. Okay, so I made a mini one of these, ice cream mixed with icy, and I put gummy bears in there, and I loved it so much that I'm actually making it again. Except for that guy looks a little too suspect. But it was delicious, so And then I have a little bit of caramel apple dessert and a little bit of carrot cake, and I will be so stuffed and satisfied. I mix it all together. How's yours?
Good.
Good, buddy. I'm so glad we did this together. And the fun's not over. Would you eat here again?
Yes.
Me too. It was a great OMAD. Now, one thing that I really loved about this is my son said, hey mom, if it's just you and me, maybe we should go do mini golf. Now, I don't know where he got that idea, but there was actually a mini golf course less than 2 miles away from the Golden Corral. So he and I went there, we did golf, we had a lot of fun, and I was gonna get him Sonic on the way home, but we had so much yummy dessert at the end that neither of us wanted Sonic. So it was so much fun to go have that fabulous meal, then spend time outdoors with my son. It was such a wonderful celebratory event. My best friend brought me balloons today. I've had so much fun celebrating this milestone. This is a celebration of every single one of you, this fasting community, coming together, having joyful fast, joyful life, having the peace of an eating window. I love every single bit of that with fasting. I love doing it with you guys, and thank you so much for growing this channel to 100,000 subscribers. I think if I knew that 7 years ago when I started YouTube, I would have pooped my pants thinking of getting a silver play button. But I'm so grateful. I'm so excited to do this meal, to do a meal that one of you suggested, and even reading all of the comments was super fun. You guys had some really thoughtful suggestions. Some of you gave me your favorite meals. It was so fun to read through them and to do the random one and not know what it was going to be. And it turns out to be a wonderful meal where I got my meatloaf. I loved it, and I'm so thankful for the suggestions. I'm thankful for this community, and I hope that we can continue to build it, to encourage each other, and to continue joyful fast, joyful life. And if you are interested in getting started with fasting and you want a complete beginner's guide, you should check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao, Dana, ciao.